All right, so welcome tonight to 5 simple mood boosters for when winter never, ever ends. All right, so I've got some notes here that I'm going to look at from time to time. But first off, this first little tip is something I've always loved to do. I love bringing fresh flowers into the house. I probably do it about once a week, and I've got plants in the house. And it turns out that this is a natural mood booster. And there's a little science behind bringing nature in. So it turns out that as little as 20 minutes out in nature or with plants or around fresh flowers can boost your mood and make you feel better overall. So spend some time out in the trees, get outside, get some plants in your space. Even if you have plants somewhere else, move them to spaces that don't have plants in your house. Or if you're in a city and you take a little walk, or you can get into a flower shop, go visit a flower shop every once in a while and boost your mood that way. So being around plants can help reduce fatigue. It can enhance feelings of creativity and increase your productivity. They've even done studies with hospital patients, and they found that when plants were brought in to the hospital room, there was a decrease in blood pressure, and it increased their pain tolerance. It's pretty fascinating. So not only are plants great to see and smell and touch, I mean, it's a whole experience, but they are here and they are working for us because plants will clean out the pollutants in our air. So the plants are taking care of us in all the ways. So spend some time in nature, get yourself into a floral shop, bring plants into your home, surround yourself with life. These are life-giving plants, and they'll definitely boost your mood. Okay, so the second thing that you can do naturally to boost your mood is aromatherapy. Now I'm talking aromatherapy with all natural essential oils. We're not talking any scent here. And I'm not going to go down the rabbit hole of chemical fragrances. You can research that on your own, but I'm going to talk about the benefits you can get from natural essential oils from nature. So in case you're not super familiar with essential oils or how we get them or where they come from, I'm going to do a little deep dive here. So I want you to think about a rose or a tomato plant, or maybe that orange you had at lunch today. But think about all those things, and they have like a very distinct scent, right? So those scents that's their essence. That is their essential oil. And that essence, that scent is there to heal them or protect them or deter something. I mean, that scent is there for a purpose, for their life. Those are life-giving scents. Well, we can collect those scent compounds by steaming or pressing them, and we can collect those scent compounds, and then we can use them for ourselves. So how are they going to like help us? Well, we can smell that essential oil. It goes through our nasal passage into our olfactory or through our olfactory system, and it will affect our brain. And it specifically affects the limbic system in our brain, which is our emotional brain. And because all of these scents come from all different plants and have all different constituents, they affect us differently. And it's going to affect me differently than it's going to affect you. So, and it has potentially therapeutic benefits like boosting our mood. So pretty awesome. All right. How do we receive these benefits then with aromatherapy? So first, you can maybe see right up there, there's a diffuser. That is an ultrasonic diffuser. So you put water in it, you can add essential oils to it, and then it vibrates and it sends everything out into the air in like a mist. So then those essential oils are getting dispersed throughout the air, and you can smell in the benefits that way. You can also just take an essential oil and smell it right out of the bottle, wave it in the air. and you're going to smell it. And you take that in, and that's going to, affect your limbic system, and it can boost your mood. You can also put it in your hand. You can rub your hands around. It's going to get that scent out. And then you can inhale it that way, which is a wonderful way to do it. Another way is to apply it so that you're wearing it and you're going to smell it, throughout the day. So this is one of my very favorite oils for mood boosting. This other one was too, but this one I've actually been carrying around in my coat pocket. And I added right to the top a little roller top. And so because this is a pre-diluted oil, so I can just put it wherever I want to. This smell always makes me happy, always makes me smile. I take a big, deep breath, and it always makes me happy. This smells like a dreamsicle. It's orange and vanilla amazingness. So this always boosts my mood. And this is just a simple way to boost your mood naturally. So you can diffuse them, you can apply them, you can just smell them out of the bottle, and you can use as much as you want, as often as you want. So really great oils for mood are citrus oils. So things like lemon, orange, lime, bergamot, tangerine. Other really good ones are peppermint and rosemary. They're very good for focus and mental clarity. I was diffusing peppermint today. It just kind of wakes you up and gets you moving. There's other blends. I only use oils from Young Living, and because they're the best. And there's blends like Harmony, Joy, Peace and Calming, Valor. Those are all wonderful mood boosting oils. So they have great benefits to boost your mood and help you feel good. So, but ultimately, just pick a scent that you love. If you love a cilantro, I have a cilantro essential oil that I use for cooking. If you have a happy memory, a good feeling linked to cilantro, then bust out that cilantro oil and smell it. Or bust out the oil and grow yourself some cilantro. So then you've got plants and aromatherapy. All right. Third simple thing to boost your mood naturally: exercise. Exercise is so good for us. I know they say like 30 minutes a day. I'm not going to get into those specifics, but I'm going to talk to you about what exercise does and why it boosts your mood. So exercise increases your endorphin levels. And increased endorphin levels relieves pain, reduces stress, and boosts your mood. That's what it does. Exercise boosts your heart health, gets your blood flowing, gets everything pumping right. And when you feel better in your body, you're going to feel better in your mind. Exercise improves your sleep. Improved sleep is like the epitome of what we want to do. So you get improved sleep, you're rested, you wake up refreshed, and you are going to be much happier. And exercise sharpens your focus. So think about that. You're sharp focused, you're rested, you're accomplishing a lot. So you're feeling accomplished, you're feeling clear-headed, and you are going to feel happier. These are all good things. So exercise, very important, easy, simple thing you can do to boost your mood. All right. Fourth thing to naturally boost your mood is sunshine and vitamin D. They go hand in hand. But first, we're going to talk about sunshine. So, or the lack of it. So the lack of sunlight can disrupt our metabolism. And disruptions in our metabolism can lead us to feeling sluggish and lethargic because our body isn't effectively breaking down food. And that can lead to our bodies just not working right. It can also weaken our immune system. We also just aren't getting as much sunlight. So we're under artificial lights a lot, especially during the winter months. But overall, we're under artificial lights a lot. We're in front of screens. We're in front of blue light. And so because we aren't getting that natural sunlight, the amount of melatonin that our body is naturally producing has decreased substantially. And melatonin is what helps us sleep and get deep sleep and good sleep. So a decrease in melatonin disrupts our sleep cycles. And of course, when we're not sleeping good, I mean, when you don't sleep good, you don't feel good. So sunshine helps that. We need to get out and we need to get as much natural sunshine as we can. Plus, sunshine is one of our main sources of vitamin D. Okay, why do we care about vitamin D? Vitamin D is super good for lots of things. It helps our immune system. We have a greater sense of well-being when we have increased levels of vitamin D. We have decreased it. Vitamin D decreases our irritability. It decreases our fatigue. It decreases our sleep issues. So when you can't get enough sun, because sometimes in the winter you physically can't get enough sunshine, you can supplement with vitamin D. I personally recommend a vitamin D3 supplement, like from Young Living, and you can't see this, but it's a vitamin D3 supplement, and it also has vitamin K, also good for mood. Another vitamin that's so important for our mental health and our mood is vitamin B, and specifically vitamin B12 and folate, which is vitamin B9. They have found that in people that suffer from depression, their vitamin B12 and B9 are almost completely depleted. So it is so important to make sure that we are getting B vitamins either from what we're eating, or again, I know that I'm not getting them from that. So supplementation is where it's at in that regard. Another thing that's super important is probiotics. Your gut health and the happiness of your gut is so important to the rest of your body and the rest of your health. So getting a good probiotic, because when you increase the good bacteria in your body, you decrease the inflammation in your body and you decrease the stress hormone cortisol. And those are things we just don't want in our body. We don't need stress hormones and we don't need inflammation. So probiotics, good gut bacteria, and you're going to decrease that and overall better health. So finally, fifth simple, natural mood booster is spending time with friends. Now, family is great. Coworkers are great, but a friend who doesn't have a family link or doesn't have a work link is so, so vitally important. It is spending time with that person is going to exercise a different part of your brain. You're going to have different conversation, or you're going to feel like you can just relax and not have family worries or not have work worries. And better yet, spend time with that friend, exercising, spending time in the sunshine, shopping for plants. I mean, do all the things and spend time with friends. So in conclusion, those are 5 simple ways that you can boost your mood naturally when it feels like the winter is never, ever, ever going to end, but we all know it will eventually. So thank you all so much for coming, and I will stop the recording now so that we can have Q&A.